but Otto's treatment of the old clockmender Christoffels. From the very first, I had been baffled by his brusqueness with the old man. It wasn't anything he did, not in our presence anyway, but what he didn't do. No standing back to let the older man go first, no helping on with a coat, no picking up a dropped tool. It was hard to pin down. One Sunday when Father, Betsy, and I were having dinner at Hilversum, I commented on what I had concluded was simple thoughtlessness. Willem shook his head. "It's very deliberate," he said. "It's because Christoffels is old. The old have no value to the state. They're also harder to train in the new ways of thinking. Germany is systematically teaching disrespect for old age." We stared at him, trying to grasp such a concept. "Surely you are mistaken, Willem," Father said. "Otto is extremely courteous to me, unusually so, and I'm a good deal older than Christoffels." "You're different. You're the boss. That's another part of the system, respect for authority. It's the old and the weak who are to be eliminated." We rode the train home in stunned silence. But in the streets and alleys outside, that Otto was subjecting Christoffels to a very real, small persecution. Accidental collisions and trippings, a shove, a heel ground into a toe, were making the old clockman's journeys to and from work times of terror. The erect and shabby little man was too proud to report any of this to us. It was not until the icy February morning that Christoffel stumbled into the dining room with a bleeding cheek and a torn coat that the truth came out. Even then, Christoffel said nothing. But running down the street to pick up his hat, I encountered Otto surrounded by an indignant little cluster of people who had seen what happened. Rounding the corner into the alley, the young man had deliberately forced the older one into the side of the building and ground his face against the rough bricks. Father tried to reason with Otto as he let him go, to show him why such behavior was wrong. Otto did not answer. In silence, he collected the few tools he had brought with him and in silence left the shop. It was only at the door that he turned to look at us. A look of the most utter contempt I had ever seen.